27-year-old Muhammad Ali was born male, but now calls herself Alina and is a transgender female Afghan who left the country when the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan in August 2021.
From Jakarta, Indonesia.
Ukrainian civilians learning to fight at military training centers. Afghan Transgender in Pakistan. Eyeglasses for Farmers boosting profit.
M9 Public Updates powered by VOA, Voice of America.
As the war in Ukraine drags on, Ukrainian civilians are coping for the best they can. For hundreds, that means attending special military training centers to learn how to fight.
Got a grenade? Throw it in, and then we enter, all of us.
This is a training session at the Reservist Military Center in the Kyiv region, where civilians turned cadets practice storming buildings. Among them is 41-year-old entrepreneur Dmytro Trutsenko, who moved from Crimea to Kyiv in 2007 to start a business. Now he's preparing for a new career.
I understand this war will probably last for a long time, and I will have to pick up weapons and defend my country. I'm originally from Yalta in Crimea, but I haven't been home for 10 years, so I really want to go back there.
The course curriculum is based on a similar NATO course and teaches skills like troop leading. Shkolnik, a 24-year-old former soldier who did not want his last name used, says individual battle planning is also part of the course curriculum.
We teach them to perform simple maneuvers, so the platoon commander can understand how military tasks are planned and how to perform them.
Shkolnik was wounded in March 2022, defending Mariupol and the Azovstal steel plant. He spent nearly 6 months in rehabilitation but never fully recovered. Unable to return to the front, he has chosen to help by teaching others. An advanced 3-week course at the Reservist Military Center costs about $300. Civilians can also get free training at centers of national resistance supported by the Ukrainian government. One such center in Kyiv opened in October 2023. 38-year-old war veteran Volodymyr Avdiyenko says military training right now is a civic duty.
We have enemies in various fronts, so we need to be able to defend ourselves. The main idea is that everyone, even civilians, should be militarily trained.
About 1,000 people have completed this 7-week course, with more than 10% of them joining the armed forces of Ukraine, says Avdiyenko. Alisa Krikunenko, a 32-year-old ballet dancer with the Virsky ensemble, is finishing up her training. Her husband has been fighting on the front lines since the start of the invasion.
We learned a lot here. We had engineering training, we dug trenches, we learned to handle weapons, worked with drones, both FPV and Mavic. Now we're learning camouflage skills.
Military training centers like this one are also located in the Zakarpattia, Kharkiv, Kherson and Volyn regions of Ukraine. Anna Kostyuchenko for VOA News, Kyiv region, Ukraine.
Meet Alina, an Afghan transgender person who fled Afghanistan to Peshawar, Pakistan, after the Taliban took over the country. Alina says her life will be in danger if she returns to Afghanistan, but she is also facing threats in Peshawar.
27-year-old Muhammad Ali was born male, but now calls herself Alina and is a transgender female Afghan who left the country when the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan in August 2021. She now lives in Peshawar, Pakistan.
I used to go back and forth to Afghanistan, and as soon as the Taliban came to power in Afghanistan, I escaped back here. And even here, I have people harassing me all the time.
Alina can't go home anymore. She says returning to Afghanistan would put her life at great risk. She is not alone. After the Taliban's return, many transgender people, fearing for their lives, escaped to Pakistan.
The Taliban are very tough. Look at me, my face, my hands, look at my condition. If I return and the Taliban find me in this condition, they will not only slaughter me but cut me into pieces and burn me. If that is the case, then it is better that I commit suicide. What else can I do?
Afghanistan's LGBTQI+ community has faced persecution under the Taliban, which does not recognize or protect their rights. In a predominantly conservative society, negative sentiments towards LGBTQI+ individuals remain widespread as well. In Pakistan, the Peshawar High Court ordered authorities to stop deporting Afghan artists and transgender people in June 2021. But Afghan transgender people like Alina are still concerned about being sent to Afghanistan. Human rights activists like Hayat Rohani say Pakistan has an obligation to offer a haven for these vulnerable Afghans.
Sending transgender people back to Afghanistan is not an option, and it won't be good for Pakistan's image in the international community.
Alina and other Afghan transgender people, however, say that they are facing harassment threats in Pakistan as well and live in poor conditions. Alina, who works as a dancer, says that because of the threats and harassment, it is difficult for her to find a place to live.
For the past 2 years, I have moved 20 times from place to place. I stay with one group and then with another. Harassers come and attack the house, and then I get kicked out.
Alina says that she is now looking for a new place to live outside of Pakistan, where she can feel safe and live a normal life. For Muska Safi in Peshawar, Pakistan, Bejan Hamdard, VOA News.
New research suggests farmers could boost their profits significantly with a pair of eyeglasses to correct poor vision, but millions of people are unable to access eye center.
Growing cocoa is an intricate task. Farmers hand-pollinate the plants, transferring tiny pollen grains from the male to female flowers. For years, 63-year-old cocoa farm owner Juliet Adai from Ghana struggled with blurry vision.
It was difficult to work around my farm, to do the pollination, to do the pruning.
With the help of the US-based charity Vision Spring, Adai obtained eyeglasses to help with her poor vision. She says it has transformed her working day.
Before I had the glasses, I would get 8 to 9 sacks of cocoa a year. But with the glasses I was able to work on the farm and get 12 sacks, so it has really improved my livelihood.
Vision Spring says half of cocoa farmers in Ghana's Asante region require eyeglasses to help correct their vision. Research conducted in Bangladesh by the charity and Queen's University Belfast showed glasses can increase income among rural workers by a third, from an average of just over $35 per month to over $47. The glasses themselves cost around $6.
A very modest investment in vision correction for farmers and for artisans and skilled tradespeople yields a pretty massive return on investment in terms of the household income that they are able to continue to earn. It's one of the few tools in the international development toolbox that can be deployed to increase income in farming communities that has yet to be used.
Ghanaian cocoa farmer Juliet Adai said the extra income has helped pay for her family's education, helping them in turn to increase their future earnings. The research was published in the journal PLOS ONE. Henry Ridgewell, VOA News.
The Voice of America, VOA. 'Cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up, no, not yet.
Until next time on MLN Top 3 Update powered by VOA Voice of America. My name, Mirza Wardana.
So don't